Life's best moments are best captured by photography and video. You may ask, why photography and video? Because if a photo is worth 1,000 words, video is worth 1,000,000. And GPS photography and video will leave you speechless. GPS specializes in weddings, sports, fitness, and so much more.
Welcome to the Amazon's podcast, the second hour. The podcast is brought to you by Maximus Posing Suits. Celebrate your inner warrior. Custom competition suits for victory on every stage. MaximusPosingSuits.com. And of course, GPS photography and video. Why photography and video? Because of the photos worth 1,000 words, videos worth 1,000,000. GPS photo and video. I am the owner of Amazon's Fitness Magazine, Celebrate the Female Physique. Subscribe to AmazonsFitMag.com. And it doesn't get any better than this. 2 champions on tonight. First, let me begin with number 2 in the world, Jessica Reyes Padilla.
Hi, everybody.
She's the January cover of Amazon's Fitness Magazine. In print and online. Go to the website, click on issues, and you can order your personal copy. How you doing, Jessica?
Oh, I'm doing great. And then after this weekend, I'm doing even better.
And of course, center stage. If you got to look at it as if you got a first call out, there we go. Center stage, first call out, dead center. The women's bodybuilding champ of the New York Pro. Said she was too small. 3 times Olympian, 3 different divisions. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashley Jones.
Hello, everyone. Yes.
Thank you for both of you for taking time out and joining me. As I asked Sharonica Hinton earlier, it's been 4 days.
Yes.
What's it like? What's been going through your head? Give me the lowdown.
Oh, still sitting on a high. Every time I open up my phone, I'm like, okay. But I'm soaking it all in. I wanted to use this platform, especially with using this opportunity to make my debut on this procedure stage. I wanted to make a statement, and I feel like that statement was made. This prep, I kind of did a little different route of how I maneuvered through social media. I told Jess, I said, I know I put a lot of pressure on myself. She knows I put a lot of pressure on myself. And I wanted to do less talk, more work. And then I wanted to let my work be the statement on that stage. And I think it kind of worked out for us. So, I'm still just honored. I'm blessed. I'm so happy. And Coach and I are already looking forward to the Rising Phoenix.
And of course, Ashley is an Amazon's Fitness Magazine sponsored athlete. Now, all 3 of them, Hella Trevino, Teresa Vancic, and now Ashley, are all going to be on the Olympia stage. I couldn't be more excited. Didn't plan it. It just worked out that way. And so there you go.
You got the eye.
Yes. Hey, I like to think I'm all that, but it's just, I'm just glad you answered my DMs, and we went on from there. And I'm pleased. I'm thankful to be able to do this for you. And like I said, don't forget my name, because I'm like, you're going to get so many offers if you haven't already. And there's nothing wrong with that, because, when you're the champ and you're moving to be the champ, that's what happens. And so amazing.
Thank you.
Let's talk about the post. The check-in photo. What the hell?
Yes.
All the noise that everybody was talking before,
Mm-hmm.
I heard she's too small.
Mm-hmm.
She can't beat Lavanya Barros.
Mm-hmm.
This is her first year doing women's bodybuilding.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole bunch of other stuff based on nothing.
Yeah.
Or just all in out hate.
Yeah.
He posted check-in photo, and it was like, You went
There's
viral.
no
Man.
way.
Literally, yes, yes. So, yeah, like I said in my post from earlier today, for people who don't know, Andrew Vu is both of our coaches. We call him Sensei. He wanted to make sure, everything was good from the flight because sometimes in the past I've had issues with, flying and things like that, and just holding a lot of water. So he was like, as soon as you touch down, go ahead and take photos. So I took
Mhm.
those. He instantly FaceTimed me and was like, Ninja, what?
He called you the Lego Ninja.
Literally.
Yes.
Yes. And so we both were just kind of looking like, okay, things are looking good right now. And we weren't going to post it. We weren't going to post it. We wanted it to be the element of surprise. That's kind of how I've been operating throughout this prep, just kind of throwing little, specs here and there of our prep. And so
Mhm.
it's like, you know what? Let's go. Let's just post it and see what happens. I did not expect that, that response from everyone. As soon as I saw that, I was like, Ash, this is real. You're about to step on the stage in this new division. Let's go. So I think it opened up for me to say, it's time. It is time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Sensei do a lot is like he wait until the last minute.
Yes.
Like everybody's just like waiting to see how would she look, how
Mhm.
she's looking,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
that momentum is like what bring all the eyes on you because they could like say a lot of things, they could have like a lot of speculations, but
Mhm.
the reality is there, but they don't have seen yet. So when they get to that point that is like, okay, this is what was going on. So it's
Mhm.
like we like Ashley and I, we are like close because we have like the same mindset. So it's like just let them talk whatever they want, but we're gonna prove what we belong and what we're gonna do when we get on stage. That's what really matters, and that's what she did. That's what she did.
One of the drawbacks of social media is you can get in your own head.
Oh, yes.
And at the end of the day, it's going to shake out on the stage. It's
Mhm.
all in the judge's hand. So if
Yeah.
you talk all that noise, it's just not worth it. It's negative energy.
Mhm.
You can't get too high. You can't get too low. And
Mhm.
at the end of the day, just do you. And that's what they saw
Yes,
because it
exactly.
was such a shock. And Jessica, you say y'all call him the sensei.
Sensei.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I just picked up. I was like, wait a minute. Did she say sensei?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Andrew Vu, uh,
Mhm.
he already had a name for himself. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I've been amazed with it. He's working with Teresa Avancic. I
Mhm.
saw her in the Triple O and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And now, 20 weeks out,
Mhm.
you know, if I could ask him a question, how do you manage it? Because y'all obviously won't be his own two Olympians,
Mhm.
Teresa Avancic and you.
Mhm.
Equal time, equal opportunity in the same division. I
Mhm.
mean, do you say, does he tell Ashley something that he didn't tell Teresa? Does he tell Teresa something he didn't tell? And it's all going to shake out on the stage. And what an amazing thing to watch. So
Yeah.
he's already winning. You
Yes.
two already winners, Teresa Avancic and you as well. So I'm excited to see it. It's the 60th Olympia. And
Yes.
so,
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be
yeah.
special. I'm excited. I'm so
and
excited.
and this is one of the things that I really like about him is like he gave his best to every single of his athletes,
Mhm.
Hmm.
and he want to bring the best of everyone. But of course, like we also like need to realize that we have like different physiques, different type of bodies, like different genetics, and
Hmm.
it's gonna show in a different way because that's the way that your body built.
Exactly.
He
Right.
just like bring the best of every single one, depends of their genetics and their structure.
Yep. Absolutely.
Take me through that night, Jessica. She's about to go on for prejudging
Oh
to
my
finals.
god.
It's kind of like the Kentucky Derby and a horse is getting ready to run.
Yes.
How do you calm her down? What were the emotions?
Oh
Your
my
emotions,
god,
she
Glenn, like
was.
you don't
What do you
I
say?
was hey,
Wrong person to
this
ask.
is this is this is like the thing. I'm used to it because I'm a mom, so I
Hmm.
know how to handle with like like little kids. So my feeling was like I got my daughter there,
Mhm.
and I
Hmm.
needed to take care of her.
Mhm.
So she was like very anxious that night, and I was like, Ash, you need to go to bed. So let's go. You have to go to bed.
Uh-huh.
It's like I cannot sleep. And I'm like, yes, but if you keep yourself on the phone, you will never gonna fall asleep. So just
Right.
like put the phone on the side and try to get some rest. You need to rest.
Yeah.
So we were like just making sure that she have like enough rest. I
Mhm.
have everything ready for the morning, like from the food that she needed to have, and just like wake up on time, make up like everything, like take the pictures right away when she woke up, and then like after like her first meal. So I mean, like Sensei was like very
Detail.
and on the details. He was like he want to make sure every single time like everything just go well, every single
Hmm.
meal get in the right way in her body, take it like in a like in a good way.
Mhm.
So it was like always, and even her, like she was like, oh my god, let's have chickens for a 500 time. And I'm like, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He's showing that he cares,
Mhm.
and he cares because he knows that you got this. So he want to
Hmm.
make sure that from his side he's doing everything that it takes for you to bring your best on the stage. And I said, hey, one more check-in. It's just one more day. The hard work you already did a long time ago.
Hmm.
This is the time to show what you got.
Yeah.
So it's just one more day. Just like keep doing what you're doing, and
Absolutely.
just in a few hours it's gonna be done.
Absolutely. I mean, Jess literally was there every step of the way. How they had the hotel set up, because obviously it was bodybuilding. Everyone wanted to request a
Right.
microwave. Obviously, they couldn't
Hmm.
put that in everyone's room. So we had to go down. We were on the fourth floor with our room. So Jess was like, Ash, what do you need? But it's since they tell you to have. So I would tell her, and then she would literally every single time for my meals go downstairs, warm up. If I needed some coffee, she'll go to Starbucks, get that for me. Literally any and everything I needed. She was backstage with me, both prejudging and finals, said a prayer with me before walking on stage. I mean, literally
Hmm.
was right there with me, making sure my tan was okay. And shout out to Amanda Griffiths for making sure my tan was okay. But it was truly amazing to have her, one who has already experienced what it's like to step on the stage, and not just step on the stage, but to win this show title. She was right there with me every step of the way. And like I said, to have her there with me, and obviously a coach like Andrew Vu, it was just the perfect match, and I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
You go into prejudging
Hmm.
and then the finals. At what point did you? Obviously, you were confident going in,
Yes.
but at what point did you say, "Oh, I got this"?
Honestly, there wasn't a true point of me saying like I got it. It was more so of me saying, Ash, go out there and just do it.
Right.
Because like I said, this is the first time I've been on stage in about a little over a year and a half. Actually, 2022 Olympia was the last time I stepped on
Right.
stage, and I wanted to just feel that moment again. I think I was looking more forward to the finals routine than I was prejudging, because
Hmm.
one knows I love to pose. I love to tell a story with my posing. So I think I was just more so excited to be back on that stage and say, just have fun, make your statement, whatever comes of it, great. But yeah, I mean, you never know with the judges, because it was
Right.
literally apples to oranges. Lavinia, her physique is amazing. All of the
Hmm.
girls there were amazing. So it could have gone either way. But I'm just forever grateful for the judges to see something in me to say,
Hmm.
welcome to women's bodybuilding.
And you're short.
Oh,
When you look at it, is Frank Colombo,
yeah,
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yes.
I always do that comparison: height over
Hmm.
someone that's shorter. And I always thought someone that's shorter, they come in and
Yeah,
everything is tight
yeah,
and on. They beat the taller person every time.
yeah,
But if the taller person comes on, that's just more to look at, and everybody's like in awe.
exactly.
Uh,
Yeah.
the routine, oh my god, the split, and then when you stood up, like, oh, look at this, look at this. It was impeccable. How did you end up picking your music and your suit?
Yeah, so sometimes when I'm just laying down at night, I will literally just go on YouTube, and I follow a lot of choreographers, and
Hmm.
I found this one, and I knew I wanted to go a different direction with the music this time, and so I was like, I kept listening to this, and I kept coming back to this song, and I was just like, I think this is the one. I think this is the
Yeah.
one. So I even was telling Jess because I was playing because she was warming up my food, and then I was practicing it like maybe at 3 hours before finals. And I was like, Jess, I don't want you to hear it yet because I know she's emotional and I know she was going to feel it. And she was like, okay, let me put my headphones on. And just being able to make that story present, to make everyone feel what I was trying to convey with that message, and just showing them like, this is it, this is me, this is how I pose, this is what I want women's bodybuilding to be represented as for me. It's just amazing. It was so good. It was so good.
Jessica, a perfect score.
Yeah.
Was there a feeling that with all the noise and the chatter that she had to be perfect coming in? And it'd be interesting to get the stats on how many perfect scores have happened. Um, you're perfect. That was the whole thing about it.
Yeah.
You never moved. Perfect score.
Yeah.
You shut the door from the beginning, and you had to be. I mean, just what? That's
It's like
amazing.
one of the things that she got in her head since she crossed over, and that is why every time that we were like training, we were always like talking about it. It's like it's your pro debut. You need to make a statement. You need to go all in. You need to make an impact like nobody will deny you. You need to show that this is where you belong. So she knew that she needed to be perfect in that way, in posing, in the presentation, the choreography, her body, everything. And she got like all the support system that she needed it to make that happen. And I think that having that support made her even like believe like I'm bringing my best. And as an experience, because I have experienced like so many things, and I told her, listen, the confidence and satisfaction that you will get at the end of this night
Yeah.
is that you give your all,
Mm-hmm.
that you gave your all, like you don't have no doubts that you shouldn't do anything different
Yeah.
than
Right.
what you did,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna show. So
Mm-hmm.
one of the things is like not just it wasn't just the way that she looked, but the way that she carried herself on stage, the
Elegant.
smile,
Mm-hmm.
the sassiness, like classy, like it was just everything. Like you
Hmm.
honestly being part of the audience, you could feel that positive energy that came from her, because
Hmm.
honestly she was doing it with her heart,
Yeah.
and you truly could feel it. And that what amazed me the most, and I know that that amazed the judges too.
Yeah. I mean, how long have you guys known each other, been working together, training together?
Oh
Yeah.
Talk to
my
me about
god.
your relationship.
God, how long has it been?
Is
Literally
it
almost 3 years.
wow?
Almost, yeah, 2021. We knew of each other, but we got close with
Hmm.
2022. So yeah, we've known each other for technically 3 years, got close within
Right.
2 years. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we're gonna, because a lot of people don't know also, I moved within this prep to
Yeah.
Dallas. So that was what, eight. I don't start. I think it was like 6 or 8 weeks out to
Hmm.
Dallas, and I'm
Yeah.
training over at Sarah Viega's gym. So
Hmm.
being able to be around obviously another champion as well. That mindset just kept me going as well, and I kind of kept that under wraps just because again I wanted to stay focused, even just saying. Just stay focused, finish out this prep. Don't let this move interfere with you. And Sarah and obviously her husband Ali were
Right.
amazing with just making sure that I was doing what needed to be done to focus in on finishing the race. And then Miss Thang over here has some news that she's heading to Dallas pretty soon as well. So we'll be,
Okay. All right. So
yes,
yeah, both you work out at Sarah Viegas. You know.
yes,
So
yes.
what's that relationship like? Did she give you any pointers? Did she say anything?
Honestly, she just said, just go out there and have fun. Go out there and
Right.
have fun. You've got this. I know it's been a while since you've been back on stage, but as soon as you hit those lights, just go out there, smile, and do your thing, and you've got it. You've
She's
got
a very supportive person, and I mean, It's not like she get into every single detail of what you're doing on your prep,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
but she will keep you focused because she understands what it takes
Yeah.
to bring your best on stage. So
Mhm.
she's always like supporting you like in that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, they
Absolutely.
say everything's big in Texas, and no
Hey.
one can be bigger than you
Yay,
three: Sarah Vegas,
hey.
Ashley Jones, and Jessica.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. So, Jessica, you say you had some news.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's a show down there in Texas coming up. What is it? Texas something? Texas
Texas,
Pro.
Texas Pro.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
you're
about
talking
that show?
about you're talking about my show.
Yeah. I'm asking
My show.
'cause let's be clear. The biggest thing, you and Natalia Coelho, you get so much hate because they keep doing shows, they keep taking Olympia slots. So, are you going to do a show
Well,
now before?
some people hate me, but the Olympia love me. I'm saving money. I'm saving money. No, like honestly, it's like what I told you when we were like talking for the cover of the magazine. I
Right.
just I love to compete, and that's my way like to show my gratitude and my support, not just to the promoters of the show, but also like to the federation, because I cannot like I like you cannot explain how like they want like so many shows, but then they don't support them. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to be that kind of athlete, because will you
Right.
imagine if the athletes will compete just one time, get their qualification, and then they'll compete for the rest of the year. So I think that's our way to give back, like to the people, to the industry, like to show like the support that, hey, like I know that I got my qualification, but I'm still gonna do your show, not just because I love to compete and support them, but also I give them like other figures like the chance to be on a stage with an Olympia figure, and they will
Right.
know. You don't even know how many figures they come to me and tell me like my dream was to step on stage with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't care how I place. I just I wanted to be on the same stage with you. I could see myself comparing to you, to the top two Olympian figure. So I mean, I give him that chance because I mean, when I started, I didn't have that chance. That you don't know, and then you know which things specific you need to be improving and working on when you compare to someone like me on stage and still have the time to do other shows during the year.
Right. So you're doing what show?
I'm my warm up like I'm doing the
She
Texas.
actually went
I'm
all
doing
the way around the Marbury Bush.
I'm doing the Texas Pro. That will be like my first show.
Nice. Love it. When is the Texas Pro on the calendar?
August 9th and 10th.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
that'll put you what,
11,
6 weeks?
11 weeks, 11 weeks and a half.
Okay. And then six from there, roughly 6 weeks before the Olympia.
Just about.
Give or
Eight
take
weeks.
roughly.
Eight
Eight
weeks
weeks. Okay.
exactly.
And Venus is 2 weeks after Texas. So,
All
yeah.
right. So Ashley, what do we got to do to convince Sarah Vegas to put women's bodybuilding at the Texas Pro? Because I'm just saying, it just goes together.
No, right? I'm not,
I mean, in that show, like she's doing like the Sarah Villegas Award for a woman's
yeah,
physique.
she's
So
I
crushing,
saw that.
crushing it with women's physique. And I think
yeah,
a lot of women's physique girls need to take the opportunity and step on that
Right.
stage. There are going to be Olympia judges there, obviously. So you want some good feedback, Texas Pro may be the show to be.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, because actually, me and her husband were talking about that, and that is the only division along
that
with
they don't have.
fitness, right? That they don't have.
Hmm.
So, I think they're going to try to probably bring it next year, hopefully.
I
Um,
hope so. I really
exactly.
do.
That's part of my mission of being an
Hmm.
ambassador of this division is bringing women's bodybuilding to Texas and blowing it up, just blowing
Yes.
it up.
Well,
So, yeah.
it's like that I'm always like being honest, and I'm just like gonna say it. I think that
Hmm.
like we have ambassadors of every single division, and I think
Right.
that your job as an ambassador is like promoting your division, like to be the best of the best, and have like Sarah Villegas, for example, is doing like she pick a show, and she's
Hmm.
giving an award, and she's like giving back,
And she
like
doesn't
to
have to
her
do that.
division.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't have to, and that is the thing when you're showing gratitude and when you're giving back, for an sport that is giving you the door and the opportunity, like to show yourself and bring your best and be where you are right now.
Right.
So I think that it's sad that when you have that platform as an ambassador of a division, you're not using it to give back to the sport and
Right.
more to the athletes that they're starting.
Yeah.
Like you should them make them fall in love with your division,
Right.
because if you do that, you will have more bodybuilders, more figures competing, because you there for them.
Yeah.
But if you don't show up and you don't do anything, then like the division is gonna die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Jay Wood. I mean, he's trying like to bring it, but he's not. He cannot do everything by himself.
He can't. No.
He can't. So I
And that's
mean,
something I
like,
always said. So it's good to see what Sarah is doing. But if you want it around, you got to promote. You got to get involved. You got to show up at the shows. But
Exactly.
then the other part is the prize money. If you want someone to
yeah,
come to the show, that prize money helps all the time.
Exactly.
$5,000 at the New York Pro for women's physique. What was women's bodybuilding? The same.
It
was
was
the
the same.
same.
Was prior to that 2,500. So they did
2,500. So they doubled it.
Yeah,
they did double.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good thing.
pretty
It's a
nice.
good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good
And
start.
It is a
yes,
good start.
great
Yes, it's
start.
a direction. Yes.
And
So
hopefully that's going to continue on. Ideally, you know, if it's a thing where promoters are saying, well, the sanction fee, and then people don't show up, if the sanction fee is 25,000 or whatever it is, there's got to be a way to come to a common ground for both divisions, or shall I say all three divisions, figure, women's physique, and women's bodybuilding, to make it happen. But the big draw is that prize money.
yeah.
And so what Sarah Villegas is doing is great, because one part of it, she's basically putting a bounty on her head. Because when you look at the year when she was involved with the Pittsburgh Pro, and then Natalia Coelho just coming through and say, "Oh, thank you," took all her, well, not all of her money, but made a lot of money off of her promotion, and then she beat her at the Olympia. But we all know how that turned out, coming around the next year. So, but it's great ambassador to the sport, and you're measured by what you give back. I really do, not so much that you
Yeah.
just won it and then took your trophy and went home and I'll see you next year. So it's great what she's doing. I hope it continues to grow. I certainly hope that women's bodybuilding gets it to Texas Pro. Just gonna have to figure out how to get down there. But hey,
Oh, that will be
being in North
so
Carolina, you gotta make
amazing.
it happen.
Amazing. Yes.
Ashley,
Amazing.
give me the flip side, Ashley. You've been there when you've seen Jessica get ready to go on stage at the Olympia,
Yep.
at a show.
Yep.
What is your takeaway? How do you calm her down? Even though she's a seasoned veteran, seasoned Olympian,
Yes.
you still get the nerves.
Hey, I get nerve like it's my first show every single time.
Literally. One thing I tell her, just calm down. You've got this. But both of us, we already know our faith keeps us going. Before I go on, before she goes on, so we say a prayer every single time. We say a prayer, and once we do that, it's just something we just feel just releases from our body, and we know everything's gonna be okay. So I think honestly, just our faith and keeping that strong throughout our preps, and obviously even within our training session, that has kept us going and has let us realize, like, hey, you've got this. Don't stress. She actually said something to me that really made my nerves calm down before prejudging. She was like, Ash, remember when you did that Idaho guest posing? Treat it like that. Treat it like that. And when she said that, I was like, you're right. Let's go. And I think that's what allowed for me to, as soon as they said, Ashley Lynette Jones, let's go, I just showed out. I just did what I know I needed to do, and everything else just fell into place. So we know how to kind of just talk to each other and just really understand where the head is at that given moment. Because there's moments where she can see, like, if I'm pacing, she knows, Ash, calm down. If I see her like doing something crazy, I'm like, Jess, what you doing? Come here. And sometimes just a simple hug is all she needs. So just having that support right there. And like I said, somebody who already has experienced it, it's just a blessing. It truly is a blessing.
So going into the Olympia stage, both y'all at the Olympia.
Yeah.
How, and you've been that before. I mean, 3 different divisions, Ashley.
Yes.
Take me inside the Olympia previous with both of you there, both of you competing.
Yes.
Were y'all both each other's piece? Who calmed both of you down?
Yeah. So I think the schedule was you got off stage, right? And I was lining up after you. As soon as she saw me, like literally, it was like smiling. She just got off stage, ready to go. And then it was like lock in big sister mode, like, come here, give me a hug, give me a hug. I was like, yes, come here, I need you. And it was just like a switch. And she knew like I needed to see her before getting on stage because that's how we always did it. So it's just having those moments with each other of knowing like, you got me, I got you. Cool, let's do the damn thing. So it's just how we are. It's just how we are. Listen.
And then like run back to the front because she needs to see me when she get on the stage. She's like, am I gonna be in this side? So she's like, okay, she's there. She's there. I mean, we always I want to like make sure that our posing is perfect. So it's like whatever is going on, if something needs to be changed, we just like run right away to backstage. Hey, you need to fix this. You need to do this instead of this. So everything is good. Just focus on this, and we're good. We're good.
Ashley,
Yes.
your next show,
It's a big
Rising Phoenix.
big one. Yeah.
Unless you're doing one between there, but I think it's gonna be the Rising Phoenix, correct?
Focus on target number 2, Rising Phoenix.
All right, so you've made your presence known. They know you're coming.
Yeah.
You're not gonna sneak up on anybody anymore if they want to say that.
Yeah.
It was a fluke. It was a fluke in New York.
Yeah.
But now this is going to be a harbinger of things to come.
Mm-hmm.
Andrea told you to move up to women's bodybuilding. You're there.
Yes.
Angela Yo, Lavinia Barros again.
Yeah.
You seen the list.
Exactly.
And that was a lot of shade too. Why are they giving her a Rising Phoenix invitation or accepting her invitation, right? Giving it to her. And she hasn't even done a show.
Exactly.
So that was a lot of stink that went by. But now,
because they knew that she was going to get the New York Pro.
Exactly. Rising Phoenix on stage against Missy Olympia, Miss Olympia, women's bodybuilding 4 times.
Yes.
Andrea Shaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Take me through it. What are you thinking? It's 20, roughly what, 16 weeks out, give or take?
Just what are we? You're 11. You said 11.
11 and a half is 13 and a half.
Okay. It's gonna be a battle. It's gonna be a battle. But this is what the people want. This is what the fans want. And hearing the talk of like, oh, women's bodybuilding is talking now. Like, let's go. Like even across the social media is that haven't really promoted or talked much about women's bodybuilding. They're talking. They're saying, "Oh, I want to see this matchup. I want to see that matchup with so and so."
It just make it interesting.
Yes.
You know, like that battle back again. That excitement because it was not there. It was not there.
Yeah, and I think
but now it is.
Here it is. Here it is. And I think a lot of people want me to kind of like say, "Oh, I'm going to come and take." Yeah, that's the ultimate goal, obviously.
Right.
But I'm going in, keeping my blinders on, just like I did for this prep. Lou and I already talked about a game plan for it. I mean, he's crazy excited this opportunity. But like I said, anybody who knows me knows I love a challenge, and I'm never going to back down from a challenge. Because again, this is just a snippet, a preview of what's to come for Olympia. So all of these women are going to show up and show out, and that's what we want, and that's what I want. So yeah,
everybody's going to be watching. Everybody's watching now.
Yes.
What are your expectations? I think I know, but I'll ask the question. Not for the sake of clickbait or whatever, but obviously, Hella Trevino said it. I'm sure Teresa's going to say it when I talk to her on Friday.
Yeah.
Teresa Avancic. You only worried about one person.
Yeah.
The champ.
Exactly.
Ricky Bobby, hey, second's just the first loser.
There you go. There you go. Exactly.
What's the game plan?
Like I said, just doing what I know that we need to focus on. We did receive some feedback from the judges. So right now, like even right now, Coach has me kind of resting a little bit so that we can go right into these final 13 and a half weeks. We're going to check in tomorrow. So that's when things are going to get hard again. But right now, like I said, I think just doing what I know I need to do, and I think that's where a lot of competitors mess up. They try to veer over into a lane that is not meant for them, meaning like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this. If this is what got you first, if this is what helped you to be the champ of whatever, follow suit with that. Let your body do what it needs to do to stay true to you. I'm not going to change who I am to try to match whatever, because at the end of the day, I'm Ashley. My posing is me. Y'all are going to represent to see that that is me. And I think that's where a lot of people can get lost in their preps because they try to change up so much. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's what Vu and I are going to do. We're obviously going to make some tweaks. And you know, Vu's going to do his voodoo the way he always does with each of us. but yes, it's going to be a battle. I know Andrea's going to bring it. I want all the women to bring it because again, I want women's bodybuilding to take over open bodybuilding.
Right.
Okay?
There you go.
I have a feeling that that is going to happen. And no shade to the guys, you know, but the ladies are coming and we're coming hard and beautiful at that. So
exactly. So much so that they're going to move you guys to Saturday night.
Okay.
They can go on Friday.
There. It's an ultimate show. Yes. Sold out arenas. Yes.
Yeah. Ashley, show them the tank.
Look at this tank, you guys. Look at this tank.
She's so short.
I am. I had to get up on my toes.
Hey, thank you so much for wearing it. Appreciate sponsor you. No regrets here. So thankful to you. Yes. The last time that we talked, you talked about that you were going to give back to help contestants with getting in the show. Yes. Where are you with that, and what do you think?
It's literally, I'm going to talk to you about that because I wanted to make that announcement. Probably if you'll have me again. Within the next,
are you kidding me?
I'm just making sure.
Hey, you really? Anyway,
I know. Yes.
Anytime and every time.
I love you. I love you. That announcement within probably the next 2 weeks. Because I know the junior Nats coming up and all the national shows coming up. I know a lot of people are going to be jumping into these local shows to get qualified. So again, like Jeff was saying, if I can give back in any type of way, I would love to sponsor 2 women's physique or women's bodybuilding athletes who are going to be competing in a local show, pay for the registration fee so that we know that they can be on that stage to get their qualification. So, yeah.
What do you think would be the criteria of you selecting one over the other, or is it just I
got to come to you for that because you had a whole application list that it was.
Well, that means a lot, you know. And that's great that you're doing that.
Yes. It's going to be tough. But I think kind of like you said, just reading over the applications and seeing just who I go back to, whose story speaks the loudest for me and who's heartfelt for me. Because I need to see the passion. I need to feel the passion of why you're doing this. So that's going to be the main turning point as to why I choose whoever for this.
Right.
So,
and both of you have your. Go ahead.
You know what? Let's make this even more interesting.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's sponsor one figure too.
Come on, Jess.
Oh,
yes, let's
there
go.
You have it.
Let's go.
Do that women's bodybuilders in one figure, sponsored by Jessica Reyes Padilla and Ashley Jones. So, and I need both y'all to come back and announce it.
Absolutely.
Of course, and let me know.
Yes.
That's great.
I cannot be out of this because we do everything together. So we need to support figure 2. So
well, you gotta do 2.
There you go.
Ashley doing 2. You gotta do 2.
Literally.
That's great. Glad that you're doing that. Really appreciate that.
Yes.
Ashley, how did you pick your suit color?
What was
that? Purple?
It's my favorite color.
Okay.
Yes. I was talking to my suit sponsor, Suits by Jody. I've been rocking with her since I turned pro in 2018. And I told her, I said, I want this presentation to feel like me. And she was like, okay, well, what color is your base? And I said, I want to go with purple. So my prejudging, obviously, for those who don't know, for prejudging in women's bodybuilding, we have to have a plain suit. And then obviously for finals, we have to have the bedazzled suit. So I wanted kind of like an ombre effect for my prejudging, still purple. And then obviously for my finals, still purple with all the, rhinestones and glitter and stuff. So yeah. It was amazing.
Jessica, what goes into it when you pick a suit?
I
mean,
mean,
you've been there a while.
well,
Is it a consideration?
Like we are very close because we got like similar tastes. So my favorite color is also purple. It's that royal color. So royalty color is the purple.
Yeah.
It means that. But I just like play with different ones because I do so many shows like during the year that I don't like to be wearing just the same color all over again. But also I keep in mind the colors that the judges like on me since they have been seeing me competing for so long. So there are like some specific colors that they love the way that it looks on me. So I keep them depending of the judges for the shows. There's some shows that I could play with it because they're not those judges. So for example, at the Master Olympia, I went with kind of like a similar color that Ashley wore for the New York Pro, because I knew that with those judges I could like play like a little bit with the colors, and I want like something different. For the Olympia, well, I go with blue because they love the blue on me, and I use like different kind of like blues and just the mix of like of those stones and all the bling bling, But like the base is always like kind of like blue for that specific show.
Yeah. So Olympia TV last year they did this battle thing, right? And of course, Gillian and works out with Andrea Shaw, right? And then you two work out together, train together. So obviously, that's team. If you basically the best way to do it.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead.
We work out with the same intensity.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
Even though bodybuilding figure, we work in the same intensity. Just to let you know.
Okay, so let's set it up. So, you got to include all 6 divisions, right? So, on your team, obviously you two, and then you'd have to add a wellness, a bikini. Who are we missing? Oh, women's physique division, right? And on the other side. So that would be interesting. Just how would the challenge come up? What would y'all do? I don't know. But bottom line, this is going to be a historic and nostalgic Olympia, 60 years. Yes. And of course, I'm playing around with the battles and everything. It's going to be great. But they're going to sell a lot of tickets.
Yes, they are.
They're going to sell a lot of tickets at the Texas Pro. And because the marketing is there. It's bigger this year just because it's 60 years.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the women's bodybuilding category for Olympia this year is going to look totally different than what it was last year. And there's 7, 8 shows left. Yeah. And the same with figure. Exactly. So this is exciting. So wellness is 4 years old.
Shows, but it's not for qualify for this Olympia. Right? So because there are like some shows for women's bodybuilding that they qualify you for next year, but not
after the Olympia. Yeah. So if they do that show at the end. So there's Toronto, Tampa, Atlanta, Anaheim in California. So we're not even at the halfway point, you could say. And it's like, whoa, look at this now. But it's exciting to see. And
it's not the quantity, it's the quality.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's a really good quality.
It's an outstanding quality.
Oh, yeah.
You said it. All right. So I really appreciate you guys coming on. Appreciate you so much. Want to bring you back, especially when we do the announcements.
Yes.
Ashley, photo shoot. Got to get you on the July cover. I'm just saying. I'm saying it now.
Yes.
Jessica, I want you to come back around too. So,
Hey,
and you,
we need to do one, the two of us together.
okay, let's.
People will get crazy.
That's too easy. Hey,
Really.
that's
Hey,
too easy.
we need to make it interesting. So it's like two for the price of one.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Hey, let's talk. When I sign off, stay on. We're gonna talk. All right. Let me get serious for a second. Uh, Last question. I'll let you both get out of here. Biblically, the number 7 and the number 4. 7 is a legacy. 4 is a dynasty. Jessica, you first. Sid Gillian is 7-time Olympian with no end in sight of where how many she could win and where she could go. You witnessed this 7 times, uh, getting beat by her. You're number 2 in the world. What's it gonna take to beat Sid Gillian, 7-time Olympian?
I think that it's just like keep doing what I'm doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from 16th place to be second place like 2 years in a row, it means something. It means that I'm truly doing something really, really good that I'm getting this close. And I know that it's not my 100% yet. So there's like people that there have been bringing that they're 100% already, but I'm not there yet. So that's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna show this year.
It's gonna be exciting to see as it is every year. But
Yes.
the fact that you keep coming and without any kind of, yeah, it was disappointing, but you're right back the next year. And that's a testimony everybody can get behind. It's like
Yeah.
perseverance, perfection.
Amen.
So
And I think that I truly believe that I always have been like telling even like Ashley, I truly believe in God's plan. And I know for sure that whenever it's my time, He's gonna open that door for me. I need to keep doing what I'm doing, like do my part. And my part is like just like focus on my nutrition, my workouts, my posing, just like do everything that is on my hands like to do. And the rest I know that in His time He's gonna take care of it. And another different thing is also that Ashley and I, we are like more connected now and we have the same goal. We're both going to the Olympia this year. We both want the same thing. And I know that that energy together is going to like bring even something more amazing.
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
all right, Ashley. They say that the wolf climbing the hill is always hungrier, more hungry than the
Mhm.
wolf on top of the hill. But that wolf on top of the hill is a badass she
Yes,
wolf.
she is. Yes, she
And she's
is.
obviously been scouting you, seeing you, told you to move up, which
Yeah.
says a lot about Andrea Shaw.
Yeah.
4 is a dynasty. She's going for 5. I think she's in a lot of people's head, as I could say about Sid Gillian as well.
Yeah.
A lot of people are beat before they even get on the stage.
Yeah.
Even now, someone would think, I just want to be on the same stage.
Hmm.
I'm just glad to be there. I'm just glad to be at the Olympia. Bump that.
Yeah.
Who's coming to get the championship?
Yeah.
With that in mind, ask the same question.
Hmm.
Andrea Shaw, 4-time Miss Olympia, looking down the barrel of
Hmm.
5.
Yeah.
What's it going to take?
It's whew. She is a great champion, a
She
phenomenal.
is.
I don't I could rave about her all night. But again, it's going to be apples to oranges. And that I would hate to be a judge. I would hate to be a judge because again, I know she's going to bring it. I'm going to
Definitely.
Angela's going to bring it. Michaela, everybody is going to bring it to the point where they are going to make us go probably round after round
Mm,
after round, and that's what we want because again,
yeah.
that's what the fans want. But in regards to making sure that I do what I do to claim the title and do whatever I need to do to get that, making that a reality, I just have to continue to believe. I have to continue
Yeah.
to believe. I can't let those who don't believe in me to let that kind of infiltrate my mind to say, "Oh God, they don't believe in me. What's going to happen?" Like I need to please
Hmm.
them. I don't have to please anybody but those judges at that day and my coach, and that's it. and keeping that faith, keeping that belief that I am the champion, I will be the champion. That's what you have to do. You have to think like a champion. You have to be a champion. Andrea hasn't done this without thinking like that she's a champion, because every year she knows I got to take a step up. I can't let the gas off the pedal because I know these girls are coming for my ass. And so that's why every year she continues to get the crown. So it's just thinking like a champ, doing champ things every single day and not letting that foot off the gas. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Keep
and it's unfair for them to compare. I saw some comparison photos. That was Andrea's last year look.
Yeah.
And notorious for every year, she comes better. She comes better
and better. So, and I know she's gonna bring it. I'm so excited. Yeah, so excited.
At the end of the day, it's gonna shake out on the stage, and everything else is just about clickbait. Selling tickets, spending it up, and that's great marketing, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be a hell of a show. We're here to sell tickets, and it'll all shake out on the stage. Everybody's gonna be watching, can't wait. But first, hey, it's 20 weeks out, so you can't become a victim of the moment, because, like I said, the pendulum was swinging where everybody was saying, "Hey, she's not ready. Ashley's too small," and then they see the pick. The check-in photo, everybody loses their mind. And then when you win it, everybody went to the reverse. That's the next Miss Olympia. She's going to be on it. And I'm like, dude,
it is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy.
So, one of the best things is alluded to Tom Brady and Lee Corso. When you lose, say little. And when you win, say less. So, and you definitely done that, because you've been very humble, very quiet. I know it was hard. I was getting pissed off, so I know all that shit. Anyway, so here we are. It's exciting for women's bodybuilding. It's exciting for figure, and of course, women's physique. In talking with Sharonica Hinton earlier, they saw that look and they was like,
shout out to
what to think." Shout out to Sharonica. Everybody was saying the classic physique. I'm like, dude, the definition of women's physique has not changed. So anyway. Thank you both for your time. Thank you both for being so candid. I really appreciate you. Love you both.
Love you.
We love you back.
It's been something. It's something. Really appreciate you. Thanks, ladies. Stay around so we can talk a little bit further.
Everything.
Not at all.
Well.
All right, hang around for a second.
I do.
Coming up tomorrow night at 6:30, Jess Falborn, fresh off the stage from the New York Pro. So we'll talk about what her next move is and what she's going to be doing. And then, of course, Nina Amperfo, a.k.a. Nina Beans, is coming on the podcast at 7:30 Eastern. So make sure you check that out. You don't want to miss it. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Make sure that you subscribe to Amazon's fitmag.com. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel, Amazon's Fitness Magazine, and we're coming. So thankful to the sponsor, Maximus Posing Suits. When you do more, we can do more. So I'm excited. Thanks again, ladies. And we will see you guys tomorrow night. Take care.
Yes.